Rock gardens have a reputation for being low maintenance that is entirely accurate and slightly misleading at the same time. They are low maintenance in the ways that matter most to busy gardeners. They do not need regular irrigation, they suppress weeds through the stone mulch that is part of their design, and they do not require the division and replanting cycle that most perennial borders demand every 3 to 4 years. What they are not low maintenance in is the nutrient dimension, which is the dimension that most rock garden guides never address, and that omission is what explains why so many established rock gardens produce fewer and fewer flowers over successive seasons despite looking otherwise healthy. The 13 plants on this list belong in rock gardens not because they are marketed as sun-tolerant or drought-resistant in a general sense but because they evolved in conditions that the rock garden specifically replicates: shallow substrate over stone, rapid drainage, extreme surface temperatures in summer, and near-zero organic matter content. Understanding that distinction changes how you select and manage them. Sempervivum is the species that most completely embodies rock garden adaptation. Its chemphotosynthesis pathway opens its leaf pores at night and closes them during the day, which eliminates the water loss that daytime photosynthesis would cause through the open stomata in the intense heat of a sun-exposed rock face. It stores water in its fleshy leaves, which buffer the plant against the rapid soil drying that occurs when shallow substrate loses its moisture within hours of rainfall. And it reproduces by producing offsets that fill in around the dying mother rosette after flowering, creating a self-sustaining colony that expands without any replanting effort from the gardener. Creeping phlox is the rock garden plant that earns its place through sheer flowering impact relative to its size. In April and May it produces blooms at a density that covers the foliage entirely, creating a carpet of pink, white, or lavender color across stone surfaces at the moment when the garden needs it most, after winter and before the summer perennials begin. The evergreen foliage provides year-round coverage of soil between stones, which prevents the weed establishment that bare soil and stone gaps creates through the remainder of the season. Sedum covers more of the rock garden's environmental range than any other genus available to temperate gardeners. Low-growing mat-forming species fill crevices between individual stones where the root environment is a few cubic inches of accumulated soil. Upright species reach 12 to 18 inches and provide structural vertical interest in the composition's middle positions. The late-season flowering of most upright sedums fills the August and September gap when most rock garden species have long finished their bloom. Here is what happens in a rock garden that nobody talks about honestly. The substrate provides essentially zero ongoing nutrition. The rapid drainage that makes irrigation unnecessary also flushes whatever soluble nutrients are present through the root zone before roots can take them up. The organic matter that would normally sustain soil biological activity is nearly absent. Plants adapted to these conditions survive on very little, and they will keep surviving on very little for years. But the difference between a rock garden that produces spectacular bloom coverage every season and one that produces a few flowers from tired-looking plants is almost entirely a function of whether anyone has addressed that nutritional gap. Osmocote Smart Release Plant Food, applied once at the start of the season directly around established plants, releases nutrients gradually in response to soil temperature and moisture rather than flushing straight through the way a liquid feed would in the rock garden's rapid draining substrate. It is the one input that changes what these plants produce without requiring you to change the fundamental character of the planting. The link is in the description, and if you have an established rock garden that has been declining in bloom output over the past few seasons, this is almost certainly the variable that explains it. Dianthus, Thyme, Arabis, Armeria, Albrietta, Iberis, Alyssum, Gypsophila, Campanula, and Erinia complete the 13 with full seasonal coverage across the sun and shade positions that give this list its range. Subscribe to Hydrohaven. The product links are in the description. See you in the next one.